Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Seja bem-vindo ao meu canal, um canal sobre um gringo vivendo aqui no Brasil, desenvolvendo seu português e aprendendo sobre a cultura e a comida brasileira. Mas hoje, nossa, tem mosquitos aqui. Eu tô em São Paulo agora, passeando com a família, e enquanto estamos aqui em São Paulo, eu sinto alguma coisa diferente do que Nordeste. E eu pensei, era uma boa ideia para explicar minhas experiências com essas coisas. Deixa eu me explicar. Racismo, xenofobia, essas coisas no Nordeste comigo. Talvez é melhor para explicar tudo isso em inglês, então vou fazer essa história em inglês. So, I've been living here in Brazil for about some time now. It will be 8 years coming up, and you experience many different kinds of, I guess, cultural things here, living with Brazilians. I'm Korean American and grew up in California. When you live there, you've experienced racism, xenophobia, those kinds of things as well. It's I guess, common. Just growing up, you kind of get bullied if you're different or you speak different language. It's just a natural kind of thing to go through. And so I don't really, it doesn't really bother me too much. But as you get older and thinking about the future for my baby, actually, you tend to, I don't know, it starts to get to you, I guess. It starts to get to me. Living here in Brazil, now in 2023, you would think that racism and xenophobia has gone down a lot because Brazil is known to be multicultural, multinational, multinationalities, and a lot of culture, a lot of foods, a lot of misturas aqui, And so you would think that you wouldn't see some of these kinds of occurrences. But I think I'll start a series of my experience with racism or xenophobia that maybe you can relate to. Maybe you have some experiences as well that you've gone through as a Brazilian or as another person in another country. But here in Brazil, not everywhere. In São Paulo, I feel normal. I feel like it's like multicultural. No one cares what color you are, what nationality you are. I don't feel that in São Paulo. But where I live in Nordeste and Pernambuco, Recife, even a big city like Recife, you feel those kinds of things. For example, here's one story. Well, I work in the centro of Recife, so a lot of the common folks, right? A lot of the regular folks that come into the city to buy shopping needs, because the centro has pretty much everything that you need, and so people come from all over the place to pick up all their goods and necessities. Walking around, you hear a lot of people would, like, for example, I'll be walking down the street and somebody would out of nowhere come up to me or come to the side of me. Like, usually they're selling things, right? But de vez em quando, they would come up to you and start saying like noises that sound Asian. For example, I'm walking and then a Brazilian would come up and be like, and I would be like, what the heck? What are you doing? And it's like you feel like it's something that you would see like a third grader or like a grade school kid doing, because not very mature. Like, I don't understand why you would think that that's okay. Like, what do you expect me to respond? Like, whoa, you speak my language? Come on, guy. I don't know. It's something that you shouldn't be doing unless you're like 5 years old. And even then, I wouldn't even see these kids. I mean, kids are kids, so they do these things. But this is a grown-ass person to say something like that is ridiculous. I think it's lack of education, a lack of respect. I don't know. It's just something that you shouldn't do, and it makes it uncomfortable for me especially, or the Asian person that you do it to. So yeah, that's just one of my experiences that happen more often than you think. Maybe because I work in the centro with a lot of the you know, common people, but it's not something that I enjoy hearing. I'm one to take a joke. I can take a joke. If it's funny, I'll laugh. It's, you know, but to hear it constantly is very disheartening and disappointing, especially from a culture and people that are supposedly very welcoming. So not everybody. So if you're one of those people who are very welcoming to other cultures, then parabéns. Você é pessoa de boa, mas tem muita gente ruim. I think I'll start a new series like this of my experiences of xenophobia and racism here in Brazil. So if you like, leave a like if you want to hear more stories about my experiences, because there's a lot. Some are funny and some are not. Some are uncomfortable and some are just, you know, eye-opening. So I hope you like this video, and until next time, ciao.
It's a thing that for you I would've put it all on hold. Now I'm playing in the sand till it turned to gold. Midas hands, but we all grow old. Can't have my soul, let my heart turn stone.